Hey guys, what's up? Noah the Nerd here with one of my first videos after the channel rebrand. Of course, I am Noah the Nerd now, which kind of allows me to be more free of the kind of videos I make, which I'll be doing obviously video game like I used to always do, but now I can do movies and TV shows and stuff like that. Things that I love just as much as I love video games. So before I even did the rebrand, I promised that when I was doing all those collection videos, I did PS4, Wii U, 3DS. I said next I would do Blu-ray because I have more Blu-rays combined than like any video game. All three of those collections, I probably have more Blu-rays and all that. So yeah, if you didn't already know, movies probably more important to me than games. Games is like right behind it. I'm a film major in college right now. In August, I'll be starting my second year, and it was actually only probably about 2 years ago that I started like really collecting Blu-rays, because I actually got my own flat screen TV and like Blu-ray player, so I'd actually watch it in my room. So I have probably about, if I were to eyeball it, maybe about 60 movies here. I'll try to be brief, but at the same time I can't promise that because I kind of get carried away and start talking about the things I love. These are in alphabetical order, so let's get right into it. Also, I mean, some of these movies you guys may not be too familiar with. I don't only watch like mainstream movies. I watch literally everything. So I have a couple art house movies and stuff like that here too. Anyways, let's get started. 21 Jump Street. Probably one of my favorite comedies from the last 6 years. Love the chemistry between Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum. And the sequel was actually just as great, which is very surprising. Don't have the sequel yet, though. Alien. Not much to say about this. It's a masterpiece of the sci-fi genre. There really isn't anything else I can say. This is a masterpiece. About Time. See, yeah, I'm a sucker for romance movies, and this is probably one of my all-time favorite. I guess it's a romantic comedy. It's more, I mean, it's not extremely funny or anything, but very, very sweet. Rachel McAdams is absolutely gorgeous here. Domhnall Gleeson, who is actually, he's in Force Awakens too. He's General Hux. Very good. Absolutely love this movie. American Beauty. Masterpiece, winner of the Best Picture, 1999. Absolutely love it. American Pie, one of my all-time favorite teen sex comedies. You know, there's some good ones nowadays, but they do not make them like this anymore. The American Pie, American Pie 2, American Wedding, American Reunion, they don't make movies like that anymore. This is what really started the whole teen raunchy comedy and everything. At least how we see it today. And I absolutely love this movie. The Avengers. Believe it or not, I think this is the only Marvel movie I own on Blu-ray. It's probably a new, you know, for superheroes, it doesn't get much better than this. For me, each viewing gets less and less special. It's an amazing movie, but it's like the first time I saw it in theater, it's one of the most amazing theater experiences I've ever had. Seeing these superheroes team up for the first time ever. But then, you know, every single time I watch it again, I'm like, yeah, this is great, but it's a little bit less special. That's why it's actually not my favorite Marvel movie. I actually still think, well, Civil War is up there, but then after Civil War, Ant-Man. I even like Ant-Man more than this, believe it or not. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. Together, this trilogy is one of my favorite movie trilogies of all time. They're all masterpieces. I still, like, these two I consider two of my favorite movies of all time. This is a masterpiece. I think this is better than any Marvel movie that has ever come out, and it's not even the best Batman movie. Christopher Nolan's a genius. These are essentially crime thrillers that happen to have Batman in it. And they're amazing. Boyhood, my favorite movie from 2014. It's a very special movie. I guess get pretty nostalgic while watching it. It's amazing how they did it. If you did not know, one of my favorite directors here, Richard Linklater, starting in 2002 or 3, I want to say, every summer for 12 years he filmed this movie. He was making it for 12 years just to capture this boy growing up. And at the same time, you also see his mom and dad and his sister grow up. Ethan Hawke is incredible. Patricia Arquette, who also won Best Supporting Actress for this movie. This is an incredible, incredible film. Brave, I don't even remember buying this, to be honest. This is like one of my... It's a good movie, but for Pixar standards, it's not good. It feels more like a Disney movie. And, Pixar is so much more than that, but it's still good. When I saw this on opening day, I was like, holy shit, this is ripping off Brother Bear. But whatever. The Breakfast Club, one of my favorite movies of all time. John Hughes classic. If you have not seen this, what are you doing? Casino Royale, one of the best James Bond movies ever, is our introduction to Daniel Craig as Bond. Absolutely insane how good this movie is. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, one of the best summer blockbusters in years. This is seriously a 5-star movie. Absolutely love this. And I have the first one too, but that's later down. This is the latest Blu-ray I bought. Deadpool. Here's the thing. I got it at Best Buy. They put the retail sticker right on the thing. They didn't put it on the plastic. So now you see this shit? I hate it. Makes me so mad. Oh my god, it makes me so mad. Anyways, Deadpool. Everybody, if you haven't seen Deadpool, have you been living under the rock? This movie is absolutely incredible. Exactly what the superhero genre needed. This is also one of the few movies that, along with a couple others you'll see in a moment, that really does a great job of representing my personality. Like if I were a movie, I'd probably be Deadpool. Django Unchained, one of my favorite movies of all time, from my favorite director of all time. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this movie. I can honestly watch it every single day and never ever get tired of it. Drive. This is also a masterpiece from the art house. It's an art house movie, but for this director, Nicholas Winding Refn, he's made a lot more art house movies, such as The Neon Demon, which just came out this weekend when I'm filming this. This is his most mainstream movie. This is what everybody loved. Saw this, they fell in love with it. Absolutely incredible performance from Ryan Gosling here. Surprisingly very, very bloody towards the middle and end, but it's incredible. The Graduate. This is actually my only Criterion Collection film I own, which, if you don't know, it's like a really high-class service for preserving old movies and giving it tons of in-depth special features that you don't usually find. I really love this packaging too. It has some incredible stuff. This is also a masterpiece. When I first saw this, probably about 3 years ago, I couldn't even believe this was made in the 1960s. You wouldn't even be able to tell it. So it has aged so well. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Halloween, my favorite horror movie of all time, going back to ever since I was a kid. Seriously, nothing will ever top John Carpenter's Halloween. This is it's so good. It's so good. So amazing. Michael Myers, Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream Queen, everything. Oh, so perfect. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince is probably one of my least favorite Harry Potter movies, but that said, there isn't a bad Harry Potter movie. They're all fantastic. Yeah, Not much else to say about that. And then we have Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Deathly Hallows Part 2. Combined, this movie is an absolute masterpiece. This is definitely my favorite Harry Potter movie, tied with Goblet of Fire. These two started the whole trend of splitting these huge young adult novel books into 2 parts, but this one actually had a reason to do it because there's so much story here. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, this one is not as good," but it's like you couldn't have this without this, because this is all the build up and this is all the payoff. So, absolutely amazing film. This was a phenomenon, and a movie that a video I'm actually thinking about making. If you let me know if you'd want to see this. Is do we need more Harry Potter? That would be the title. With everything with Fantastic Beasts coming out in this November, I am actually really I'm not crazy about it. I'm really not sure if we need more Harry Potter. As much as Harry Potter is a huge part of my life, I'm not sure if we need more. And I think this might be too soon to do more, because it's only been, 5 years since this came out. But let me know if you want to see that topic. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I think it'd make a good video idea. The Hateful Eight, another Quentin Tarantino masterpiece. I saw this during the Roadshow in December, which is honestly one of the most incredible movie experiences I've ever had. This movie is absolutely amazing. It's so fucking good. Oh, it's so good. I just want to watch it right now. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Desolation of Smaug Extended Edition. I do have an Unexpected Journey, obviously, but actually I had it on DVD. That and its extended edition, because I got those on DVD because I didn't have my own Blu-ray player at the time. But now, when these came out, I did. This is without a doubt the best out of the Hobbit trilogy. I know it's this. I think everybody else agrees too that Smaug is the best, but I think this is a masterpiece. I think the whole thing is a masterpiece, to be honest. Because with that, then we have Battle of the Five Armies and Battle of the Five Armies Extended Edition, which is rated R, which is incredible. I think this is a masterpiece too. I know a lot of people have problems with it, and I'm sure they're there. But when I did a review on this a couple of years ago when it came out, I just I'm so in love with this universe that I'm unable to see any flaw with it. Kind of like how Thor gets obsessed with gold and he's blinded by that. That's how I'm like with my love for Middle Earth. An amazing trilogy. The Hunger Games. Man, this was the start of a phenomenon. Fantastic movie, and surprisingly they just get better from this, because we have that, and then we have Catching Fire. These are the only 2 I own, actually. When I bought this last year before Part 2 came out, I actually hadn't seen it since the first time I saw it at the midnight premiere or whatever, and I forgot how fantastic this movie is. Inception, another Christopher Nolan masterpiece. Not much that can be said that hasn't been said already. You've probably already seen this. Seriously, who has not seen this? Inglourious Bastards, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's another Quentin Tarantino masterpiece. I've seen this. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen this movie. It's amazing. It's perfect. I actually did a 10-page paper on this for my film class last semester. Interstellar. Man, oh man, this movie. So okay, I saw it opening day and everything, and I absolutely loved it. And then I went a year and a half without seeing it again, and then I bought it. And this movie gets better every single time I watch it. Oh my god, this movie. It's so incredible. It's so incredible. So fucking good. Oh god. And the score by Hans Zimmer. Oh my god. I love this movie so much. Also, another cool thing with this Blu-ray, I think it came with every Blu-ray, but you get this collectible IMAX film cell. I don't know if you can see this. You probably can't. Or this is a cell from the movie. Very cool. Lots of discs too. The interview. I think we all know the interview. It had a huge controversy with the whole North Korea threats, possibly World War III or whatever. I don't know if that. But I rented this when it came out, on because you know they didn't do the theatrical release, or at least not like how it was planned. So I did it Christmas Day. I spent my day watching this when it came out, and then it came out on Blu-ray like that following February. And I decided to pick it up because this is hilarious. It reminds me a lot of like South Park, to be honest, and I'm a huge South Park fan. I love everything Rogan does, pretty much. So, big fan. It Follows, one of the best horror movies of the last decade. Seriously, when I went to this, I had the whole theater to myself when I saw this, and it was incredible. It's heavily inspired from Halloween, which I just said it was my favorite horror movie of all time. Absolutely amazing. If you have not seen It Follows, do not look it up. Don't look up anything about it. Just go see It Follows. Jaws, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a classic. What else? This is one of those movies that everybody has seen. It's such a huge, honestly, one of those influential movies of all time. This is where Spielberg really started making a name for himself, and they don't make movies like this anymore. Still the best shark movie ever made. I actually just saw The Shallows the other day, and that is the best shark movie since Jaws, but that's not saying much because every shark movie that came out after Jaws was shit, including the sequels. Another Spielberg, Jurassic Park, one of my favorite movies of all time. One of the biggest summer blockbusters of all time. Again, just like that, there's not much else I can say about this that hasn't already been said. It's a masterpiece. I love the steelbook too. Really love this steelbook. It's very nice. Jurassic World. I love this. This is the Jurassic Park sequel we deserved. I can forget about the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 now because we have this. You know, it's not amazing, but it's great. It's a great movie, and I love watching it again. I felt like a love letter to Jurassic Park fans. Now, here we go. Kick-Ass. Honestly, the number one favorite movie of all time for me. I've seen this movie more than I've seen any other movie, because when I was a dumb freshman in high school, I was obsessed with this. I would watch it like every day. It's very relatable to me. This is just like Deadpool. I'd say if I were to have a movie sum up my personality, it'd probably be this. Absolutely amazing, and Hit Girl is awesome. And that's followed by Kick-Ass 2, which I also consider one of my favorite movies of all time. It's not as amazing as the first Kick-Ass. It has a lot more of a comic book vibe feel because it has a different director, obviously. Jeff Wadlow took over from Matthew Vaughn, but I still love it. There's a lot to love here. Kill Bill Volume 1 and Kill Bill Volume 2. Yet again, another Quentin Tarantino masterpiece. If I were gonna pick, I view these as the same movie, just like he does. It's the same movie, just in 2 volumes. If I were to pick one that's my favorite, it's probably Volume 1 because of the whole crazy '88 battle. But it's just a love letter to old kung fu movies, and I absolutely love it. Kingsman: The Secret Service. This is what Kick-Ass was to superhero movies. This is to spy James Bond movies, and it makes sense because this is the exact same team behind Kick-Ass, based off of the comic from the creator of Kick-Ass. This is Matthew Vaughn directed everything. It's an amazing movie. I've seen this about 4 times since it came out. Such a fun thing, especially fun to watch with your friends. Absolutely love it. And that church massacre scene is crazy, man. Crazy. Let Me In. An amazing horror movie, just like it follows. This is actually a American. Why am I blanking on the word? It's an American remake of a Polish. The original movie was Polish, I want to say, and I've seen that too. It's probably even better than this one, but I love this one too. This is a young Chloe Grace Moretz in this. Absolutely amazing. Man of Steel. This is a pretty divisive movie among fans. As me, who has never been a huge Superman fan, I absolutely love this movie. I love the whole look. It really focuses on Superman trying to fit in with human society. It has one of the best scores of all time, in my opinion, by Hans Zimmer. And I love it. I absolutely love this movie. I don't really own movies that I don't love, because why would I waste my money? Mean Girls. Yes, I own Mean Girls. Why? Because it is one of the best comedies in a long, long time. Absolutely hilarious. Gold. Gold. This is before Lindsay Lohan turned into the train wreck she is now, but whatever. Also, one of the first movies that... I think this is Amanda Seyfried's first movie, actually. I want to say. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And then, of course, Rachel McAdams, who's amazing. The Muppets. I absolutely love this movie when it first came out. It is definitely one of the best movies from 2011. As I grew up with the Muppets and everything, so seeing this return to form was incredible to see. Some great songs in this, too. Pulp Fiction, right next to Kick-Ass as my favorite movie of all time. Everybody knows this. It's actually widely considered one of the greatest movies ever made. Of course, this is what Tarantino's movie that made him blow up as a director we know him as today. Absolutely incredible. Followed by Tarantino's first movie, Reservoir Dogs. Also a masterpiece, because this man has not made anything that's not a masterpiece, honestly. Love it. Here we go. Following Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, we have Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Incredible origin story. Oh my god, this movie is so good. So good. These Apes movies are some of the best summer blockbusters in years. James Franco is also great in this. Oh man, Room. Room is right next to Force Awakens as my favorite movie from last year. This movie had me absolutely sobbing the first time I saw it. Second time I saw it, third time, fourth time, fifth time. This is one of those movies where I was going around converting all my friends, making like, you have to see this. And then they would start crying too, because this movie is amazing. Brie Larson, she deserved Best Actress. I was rooting for her Best Actress, and she won Best Actress. Such an incredible performance from her. And this little boy, Jacob Tremblay, who you're going to be seeing a lot more of now. He's incredible. If this movie does not make you cry, I don't think you have a soul. If you haven't seen Room, you need to see it. South Park. Bigger, longer, and uncut. One of my favorite comedies of all time. As a dumb 6th grader, I was obsessed with this movie. Me and my friend would watch it over and over and over again because we're dumb 6th graders. This is a musical, of course, and when I was in 6th grade, what better way to spend your time than to memorize all the lyrics to songs like Blame Canada, Kyle's Mom is a Big Fat Bitch, Uncle Fucka, all that stuff. What would Brian Boitano do? All that stuff is absolutely amazing movie. The fact that this movie was nominated for an Academy Award is still hilarious to me. They need to make another South Park movie. Come on. Star Trek Into Darkness. I own the original on DVD, but fantastic J.J. Abrams movie. Of course, this is the last Star Trek movie he made before he went over to Star Wars. Absolutely love this. I'm not a huge Star Trek guy, but because of these movies, I started getting into it. Fantastic stuff. This is okay. Of course, I own every single Star Wars movie, even the shitty prequels. But I'm starting to slowly, when I find deals, because most of these Blu-rays, I buy them when I find them on sale. Like, I don't usually spend more than $15 on a Blu-ray. So I found this up for a good deal. This is when they released the 6 movies on Steelbook individually, because before then you could only get them in like the whole saga pack, and I don't want to own the prequels on Blu-ray, to be honest. But Return of the Jedi is still my favorite Star Wars. It's not the best. Obviously, Empire is the best, but for me, this is my favorite. It has it all for me. Absolutely love this packaging too. Force Awakens. There's not much. It's Force Awakens. It's probably my most anticipated movie of all time, honestly. I was a complete wreck, but when I went to do the midnight premiere and everything for this, I was like, when I sat in my seat, it was like 20 minutes until the movie started, and I started breaking down sobbing because I couldn't believe I was about to see another Star Wars movie. That's how much this shit means to me. I'm a huge nerd. Obviously, my name did everything. It is what it needed to be. Cannot thank J.J. Abrams enough for bringing something I love so much back. Step Brothers, one of my favorite comedies. Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly are pure gold in this movie. And I've heard that they've been tossed around ideas about making a sequel where they're in a retirement home. And that would be amazing. I hope they actually do it. This movie cracks me up every single time. Followed by Superbad, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, and definitely one of my favorite comedies of all time. It's really up there at number 1. It so perfectly describes just like high school and everything in general. Has 2 of the best cops ever shown on film with Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. McLovin, of course. You can't forget about McLovin. I am McLovin. These two, Michael Cera and Jonah Hill, have such amazing chemistry. Emma Stone is in this. That's what the first movie that really got her big. This movie is incredible. Taxi Driver. This is like a special edition. Has like some pull-out sleeves and stuff like that. It's actually really cool. Some artwork and stills. Definitely my favorite Scorsese film. I actually consider it one of my favorite movies of all time. Incredible performance from Robert De Niro. It's a classic. You talking to me? You talking to me? Okay, I'm done. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the 40th anniversary collector's edition. This is like 4 discs actually. Yeah. This is right after Halloween. This is probably my favorite horror movie. I cannot believe how disturbing this movie is actually for being released in the 70s. It's incredible, really incredible. I know everybody most. So there's like everybody knows Halloween, like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, obviously Nightmare on Elm Street, Jason, Friday the 13th, and then most people know Leatherface as well. But I feel like this is kind of like this came before all that stuff. It's really like what really started the trend of like these slasher films. And if you haven't seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you really need to see it. It's far better than any of the second one that came out in the 80s is actually good, but it has a totally different tone. It's almost more like a comedy almost. And then that one that came out like 3 years ago, like a Texas Chainsaw 3D, is pure shit. But the original, this one is a classic. Not for the faint of heart, though. This is The End. Another one of the best comedies in the last 6 years. I absolutely love this. The idea of us having these actors play themselves in the apocalypse is hilarious. I've heard that they've talked about making a sequel sometime. I hope they do. This is a hilarious movie. Toy Story. Toy Story 2. I also have Toy Story 3 on Blu-ray, but that's in a different sort of case thing. Let me see. Is it in here? Nope. Okay, whatever. I also have Toy Story 3, but the packaging is weird. I was a dumb kid, so when I saw Toy Story 3, I got like this Target version that was like didn't come in a case. It came in like this Buzz Lightyear toy, which also had this thing that went on his back, and that's what held the Blu-ray, and it's weird. But some of my favorite movies of all time. Honestly, one of the best trilogies ever made. These movies are amazing. Alright, the final four. Transformers Dark of the Moon, the only Transformers movie I own on Blu-ray. No, this isn't a good movie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. And I would watch this movie so much. I watched it so many times in theaters, and then when on Blu-ray, I watch it over and over again so much that I don't even know if I can watch this movie again. That's how many times I've watched it. I dug it. I think it has some fun action. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie. Whiplash. Oh, Whiplash. My heart is just beating just thinking about this. This is another one of those movies I love. Like asking my friends, okay, have you seen Whiplash? They say no. And I'm like, okay, stop everything. We're gonna watch Whiplash right now. They never understand, like, oh, why could a movie about the guy playing the drums be so amazing? It's like, this is one of the most intense movies you will ever see in your life. Absolutely incredible film. WreckIt Ralph. Absolutely love this. I mean, it's a perfect blend of movie and games, and we still need a sequel to this. I'm not sure if they confirmed the sequel yet. I knew it was a hit when it came out. I love it. Absolutely love this movie, and they have so much potential to have this is like what Toy Story for games, pretty much. X-Men: Days of Future Past. Absolutely amazing film. I still think First Class is a little bit better, but this is still an amazing movie. Quicksilver is awesome. He also has his scene is obviously incredible in this, but he actually tops it in X-Men Apocalypse, believe it or not. Hugh Jackman is amazing. You know, if it combined the old X-Men cast and the new X-Men cast, it's incredible. And finally, final Blu-ray I own, Youre Next. This is a extremely gory horror movie. Look, extremely gory, but because of that, it knows what it is. I think that's why I love it so much. It is one of my favorite horror movies in the last few years. It's kind of like Home Alone meets Halloween, sort of. There's this family. They're having like a family reunion, and all of a sudden these guys in masks start like booby trapping the whole house and killing them. And this girl ends up knowing how to fight back, and she starts fighting back. And then there's like some things get revealed. It's very crazy, but it's absolutely incredible. And it's definitely not for everybody, but I love it. So yeah, you guys, that is my Blu-ray collection. It's not huge. I'm still working on it. It'll always be growing. I own not thousands, but hundreds of DVDs. I'm still trying to slowly get Blu-ray copies to replace those DVDs, because some movies I don't have here. The Indiana Jones, for example. Of course I own Indiana Jones. I don't own it on Blu-ray yet. A lot of that stuff, I don't know. Adding a new Blu-ray to my collection is such a treat to me. It's so satisfying. I love it. I love having this library of film, and yeah, it's awesome to have, and it's what I love. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is one of my first videos since the rebrand. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know what movies you saw that you liked, or movies that particular actual Blu-rays that you think are pretty impressive that I should add to my collection. I'm always going to look out for sales on Blu-rays, because seriously, you can find them really cheap sometimes. That's how I usually get them. Yeah, of course, you can follow me on Twitter at ntnn_7. All the links and stuff you'll see at the end of the video. But, yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Until next time, you guys, take it easy.